Apparently, dealerships don't want you working on your new bikes. So I had a bit of time today, wanted to get out on the bike, and it's a nice day. So yeah, it's a Saturday, I needed to get out on the bike. Alright, as you guys can see, my little, I don't know if you actually can see that, my bad, little wrench light is on. And if you don't know what it is, it's a maintenance light that just says you need to get your brake service. And what I read before was it's brakes and coolant, but anyways, you gotta get your brakes flushed and get blah blah blah, whatever. They had problems with corrosion in the master cylinder or something like that. Anyways, there's a little reminder that comes up every 2 years that you got to get that done. All right, fine. I like to keep my bike up on maintenance and keep it healthy and running, and I'll do what they tell me to do. So, first time this ever happened, I went out and got the stuff that I needed to do to flush the brakes and do all that stuff. I found out the right procedures to do everything, got it done, and took it in to my dealership, or not my dealership, but a dealership. I said, hey, I got the work done to it, I just need the light cleared. All right, cool. Took it in, cleared it, came back out. It was like 10-15 minutes, something like that. It did not take long at all. So I was like, all right, cool, that was kind of painless. I don't really care about this light. It'll come on every 2 years, I'll just do the same thing and it'll be fine. However, this year, when it came up, it came on probably about 2 weeks ago now. Same thing, got everything done, checked everything, got everything flushed and cooled, and there's no air, no nothing in both the systems, both the coolant and the air. I guess what it is actually just the brakes. But, okay, I'll check the brakes and coolant at the same time and do what I need to do, burp it. Anyways, got it done. Took it into a dealership. Yeah, they got to be the ones to do it. So they'll just charge me to do it again. So I guess that was... What did he quote me? I think he quoted me like close to $400 to do that. It's like, nah, well, not today. I was like, yeah, no thank you. And so, kind of let it be for about a week. And today, I was just cruising around and figured I'd go check out the other dealership and see what their service guys said. Took it in, explaining to them the same thing. Basically, what they told me is they didn't like the fact that I had gotten it done without taking it to a dealership. So they're like, we take on the liability. No, you don't. Anyway, so they won't do it. Then after I explaining to him, then they're like, okay, well, maybe he actually knows what he's doing. But he's like, we still got to charge you to plug it in. All right. What's that going to cost me? It's going to be about $90 to plug the bike in and clear a code. Now, okay, I don't expect people to work for free. So, okay, I get it. They got to charge the whatever the shop charges. I don't really have an issue with that. It's just the fact that I have to pay them to do something to the bike that is out of my control. It does it every 2 years. This is something where it's like, oh, they have to come in and spend money. You know, it's one of those. I don't like that. I've heard a lot of other dealerships, not just Harley, this is just across the board, new bikes with dealerships, they have all these things that you can't do. You can't turn a code off. You can't, there's a certain light that comes on that you can't check the code. Luckily, fortunately, for the Pan Americas, if a code comes up, you can actually see what it is. I love that about the bike. I wish every new bike did that, but it's cool on the Harleys. I like it. But when it comes to things that you have to have them do, it's like they don't want you as a consumer working on your own stuff. And if you're like me, I like to do that. Not only is it cheaper because I'm broke half the time, it's fun to work on your own bike and get to know your own bike and know that things are done correctly instead of just handing it off. Now, I'm sure they get it done and they get it done right, and there's a reason they have that job. I get it. But for my peace of mind, I like to know that it's done right. So I want to do it. And I'll buy all the tools that I need to do the job and get the job done correctly and how it says I should do it, I will do that. But when I can't do something to my own bike, something that I paid for, I can't do it, I have to have them do it, and I have to pay them to do it, it's not good, man. I don't like that at all. So I get the second dealership that I went into was a little bit better because they were just going to charge me whatever their shop fee was to go and plug it in and turn it off. They weren't going to charge me to actually redo my work that I did. So that was cool. I appreciate that. That was cool. However, I was just like, you know what? I think they quoted me like a couple hours, you know, just to wait to get it done. You get a free shop guy to do it. I was like, yeah, I don't really have the time, so I skipped out on that today. But I'll probably be taking it back to them to have them do the work, because I don't, like I said, again, it's not about that money. It's just the fact that I have to take it into them. I have to spend money with them to get this light to go away. So I think that's just kind of dumb. But yeah, I just kind of thought that was a little bit annoying. If you guys have had to deal with this problem, this little light, and anything similar to what I just went through, put a comment down below, let me know about them. If you could, please subscribe. It'll help me out a ton, and I'll see you guys later. So that'll be a little... Oh, anyways, I'm getting spicy. I need to stop. Dear.